It's not true.
Enough people are here, so we're gonna start. I don't really give a shit. Anyways, let's see. /r. Wait. There we go. Roll 1d501. Unless anybody had a flashback. Does anybody have a flashback they wanted to share before I bust this question out on us? No? Okay. Alright. Alright. 75 mistakes. What mistake do you keep making? Why do you keep making it? What does it cost you? Yikes. Alright, well, while you ruminate on that question, would anybody for a third hero point, and that's it, like to sum up what happened last time? We don't have the thing still. It's not here yet. It's gonna be here real soon, kids, I promise. Someday. But we do have the ability for me to easily navigate scenes, because Monk's scene navigation has made it into V13. So that is a reason to be happy. That's nice. Alright. Where are we? We're in the Harambe folder on the Zoom map. Okay. Going once, going twice. Walter, what happened last time? I almost showed the wrong Walter. That would have been egg on my face.
You guys hear me?
I can hear you now.
Alright, cool.
It is not letting me open your character sheet, though. Oh, there it is. Alright. So I can flash this image up. Yeah.
Last time on Stolen Fates, we had just completed our mission at the underground library that was in Alkenstar. Having to reassess a lot of things. How that mission went, how one of our team members was not exactly themselves. After a little bit of investigating and really just reading their facial expressions, we realized that Jericho Darling is not the same Jericho Darling that we have been traveling with for at least a little while now. The others longer than myself. Though this one's personality is also quite different. Still a little bit on the recklessness, but doesn't have the same type of ties to Grom the Goblin or Bella the Halfling, or even Vashon the supposed scientist. But it seems like she is still willing to adhere to the parameters of our mission, so we will continue. And that led us into... Sorry, Walter would know this, but I'm blanking. What was the name of the card for this one? It wasn't Snakebite.
The Tangled Briar.
Tangled Briar.
Tangled Briar, thank you. That led us into the next card that we decided to travel through, which was the Tangled Briar. We found ourselves in a modern city on Earth, or at least what Jack has told us. This city, well, particular place that we found ourselves was what he called a zoo. A collection of animals from various parts of this world, all in one area where people can view them for their entertainment pleasure. However, there is supposed to be one particular animal that has ties inexplicably to many parts of the multiverse. This gorilla named Harambe. Apparently, this creature had been killed in the past, and that has sent some type of shockwave or disturbances to multiple other realities. However, that is supposedly the normal course of things, and our mission was just to observe. But if we were able to change things, well, Jack left it a little bit ambiguous. Things could be for the better, could be for the worse. Results are unknown. So we split up in order to look for this Harambe, as well as, from our intelligence, one of the reclaimers who may be here to carry out the assassination of this creature. Traveling to one of the buildings that contained some night creatures, or night hunters, excuse me, and going to the rooftop, I found said assassin, myself, or at least a version of myself. This one has gone through the Automaton initiative from Jiska. However, there's definitely been changes in his personalities. I can understand his thinking, however, well, he has a task and he's going to carry it out. So there needs to be a way to stop him, and that is when the rest of the party emerged and a battle ensued. And got shot in the gut. I was able to return fire, however, he is, I will admit, a far better sniper than myself. So we may have to find a different way of circumventing this mission. I'm on the ground, the rest of the party is on the rooftops. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Go ahead and take your third hero point. A digital high five. My thoughts and prayers. Almost as good as a card. All right. Would anybody for a D3 Factspiration like to answer this very cutting question? What mistakes do you keep making? Why do you keep making it? What does it cost you? Ooh, Bella's answered this in the previous campaign, so I'm curious if things have changed for her. What kind of character growth we're going to see. Are there anybody else going to roll in on this? Going once? Going twice? All right, Bellanora the Savvy. Answer the question.
Bella has a critical fault, and that is that she, despite her best intentions to grow, continues to try to fix the people she loves. And I'd say that the thing that it's cost her most recently was when she pushed too far to bend fate to fix Jerry, and she lost the Jerry that she really cared for. And
Damn.
she could have just accepted Jerry as she was, altered by the library, and they could have gotten out of there.
It's true. It's true. Damn.
You
All right.
say Bella blames herself for the Jerry you now have in your possession?
Absolutely.
I mean, I could see that. If you guys had left like one round sooner, you know, before Droxlos got there and cloned everybody, it would have been a completely different situation. Yeah, so you're 100% justified feeling... Sorry. That's Stu coming out. You may ask the same question of any willing PC or any NPC you met during your adventure.
Stu.
All right. Wow. All right, let me reread the question. Let's see. What mistake do you keep making, and why do you keep making it? What has it cost you? Whew. Okay. So this is complicated because as a clockwork, he doesn't have a lot of autonomy or sentience. A little bit, but not a lot. That would be further explored in my Daggerheart campaign, Grand Theft Auto starring Stu as one of the main NPC characters. But that might never happen. So, anyways, Stu, he keeps treating everyone the way he's programmed to treat Bella. It's made him very hard to maintain friendships and build lasting relationships. And it's made it very hard for him to connect with others and, become human, as it were. He doesn't know how to fix it either, because it's his coding, it's his programming. The little punch cards inside of him tell him that he's supposed to Catholic guilt everybody for everything, and then make him a grilled cheese, like a good Italian grandmother. So he's kind of a mess about it. And that's the answer.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, I'm looking for your fanspo bot. Here he is. Blurp. It actually has some 5. Holy shit.
Yep. It's that one.
And I was so sick last night, I forgot to even ask the other group, Kingmaker, if they wanted it, and then they almost had a TPK. And maybe if they had a good fanspo card, they wouldn't have almost had a TPK. Unlikely. Remy rolled 5 nat ones, which if you've ever played with Remy, that's not something that happens. So it was pretty insane.
Like a meme.
So yeah,
What the hell?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I was like, damn, this is how Kingmaker ends. 2 years of prep it ends here, and now with this bullshit. All right, maybe a fanspo would have saved him. So you guys are gonna draw for the fanspo. All right, I think that's still broken, so I have to go into the deck directly to grab it. Let's see, harrowing fanspo cards. Roll this here die. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, go back. 13. The Peacock! Alright. This is the ugliest peacock I've ever seen.
I think that's a peacock.
Hey. Don't judge.
I
Don't
am
you
judging.
Don't
It's
you
all
judge.
judgment.
Don't.
That's what
Don't
they
you
originally
judge.
were.
I don't think so. No.
These are the ones that didn't make it onto Noah's Ark, okay?
Hey, there's a reason for it, you know?
Wow. You don't like things because they're ugly? Wow.
Yeah.
You could never be a pug owner.
It's true. No.
Honestly, doesn't that just look like scribbles with like pride paint on? Like, I don't know.
Pride scribbles.
Alright, let's see. The Peacock is a neutral card, a true neutral card, very rare. They are from the keys, which is dexterity. They mean sudden change in attitude or society, but misaligned, it means beauty at a great cost, as shown in this artwork. Alright. I think we're just going to make that the thumbnail for this episode no matter what happens, because it's such evocative art. Alright, sweet. So, let's see. That means everybody will get a key buff. We gotta throw these buffs out into chat. Let's see. Where's Whittle Bella at? I don't even see you. Oh, there you are. You're in a cloud. Alright, here's your Faxpo buff. Here's Stu. Stu's already got the mini buff. That's good. Alright, I'm gonna grab you, and you, and you, and you, and this guy down on the ground. I'm gonna give all those guys the keys buff. And I don't know how useful the alignment-based buff is going to be this time, because I think neutral has to do with hacking your initiative roll. It is right place, right time. You're about to roll initiative, but the die has not been rolled yet. You can choose one of the following effects. +4 to your initiative status bonus, so it stacks with circumstance from like scouting or whatever. Gain Quickened 1 on your first turn, and the Quickened action can be used to activate a move action, take cover, or recall knowledge, or change whatever is held in your hands and or adjust your grip with anything worn on your character. So, it kind of neat. All right.
Is there like a thing
While you-
where all those abilities are?
They should be on your sheet in the just miscellaneous abilities section. There is also, if you go to the little briefcase, there should be a folder called Harrow Deck, and you guys should have, or Harrowing Fanspo, and there should be a folder called Alignment. You guys should have access to everything in that folder. You see it?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. All right. So we have to jump back into just combat scenario. All right. So this is a what's that cool tactical turn-based grid-based combat game, but you have guns? That they copied to make the Mario Rabbids game. XCOM? Yeah. Thanks.
XCOM.
It's got some good music. We're gonna go with that.
Which alignment was the peacock? I'm sorry, was it true neutral?
True neutral.
Alright, right place, right time.
All right. Man, my robot coming in so soft. Or this particular track is super low. Or my ears are full of slime. That's probably what it is. That's fine. I'm transforming. Growing a cocoon of slime. Enter my pupa stage. Alright. Where did I put... There we go. Alright. I don't suppose I left myself any notes last week. That would have been dope. Just Sarah with no H was mentioned. Oof. Anybody remember the context of Sarah with no H being mentioned?
Didn't that get explained at the beginning? We were in combat.
Mm-hmm.
That's like Jack's counterpart in the
Oh,
Reclaimer.
right. Yeah. Jack's counterpart in the Reclaimer, Sarah with no H. Okay. Got it.
It looks like Walter, looks like Evil Vulture's up.
Alright, Evil Vulture's up. Nice. Okay. Evil Vulture
that's right.
is beat up pretty bad. Would Evil Vulture flee the scene? Probably. I should just ask regular Vulture. Walter Enos, if you were pinned down by 4 enemies, would you retreat and then, regroup?
Reposition. Yep. 100%.
Yeah. Okay. All right. In that case,
Fights best from a distance. So anyone who's in melee, that's a no-no.
yeah, he will leap off the roof then. And let's see. Ooh, okay. As he leaps off the roof, he disappears. All right. So we can stay in initiative if you want to pursue, or you could try to regroup and see if you find him somewhere else, or what. But allegedly, there are others who seek the death of this this key NPC for this timeline. Walter, to you.
Okay, so I'm at the corner of this building, more or less, right?
Yep.
How far is it to the gorilla enclosure?
You could get there in 3 Pac-Mans.
3.
Yeah, I would just transfer you to the other map. There's an actual map for the gorilla enclosure.
What about this cop? Do I see him, and how far is he from the enclosure?
He is heading over there. You can see him. You're here, and he's winding down the path. His gun is out, and he's shouting, "Out of the way!" As he's like pushing people down.
Okay.
And you hear a woman off in the distance scream, "My baby!" Possibly in reference to her baby falling in the gorilla pin.
Yeah. So currently there's just crowds of people next to me.
Mm-hmm. And these crowds of people did think that you were doing some kind of live show, but when that cop started running with his gun out, they are starting to get kind of nervous. They're giving you like a wider berth.
Okay. Do I see any other cops nearby?
You don't see any other cops nearby.
Okay. About to do something real dumb, but we'll see. All right. Currently, my gun is. What do we have? We do have it back. Okay.
Now, you don't see anybody just looking around. If you were to do like a seek action,
yeah.
you may or may not. Yeah.
Yeah. Cursory glance out. See
anyone.
Right. All right. Walter changes grip to two-handed. One action. Second action, he's going to start running towards the enclosure, 30 feet. How far between me and the police officer?
Oh, you could definitely reach him at the edge of the map. Like you would be in melee with him at the edge of the map on your next turn.
I ain't talking about melee.
Oh, okay. I could put you within range of him on the next map. If you choose to pursue.
I am choosing to go towards the gorilla enclosure. I'm gonna shoot the cop.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. So
Hell yeah, Walter.
So you're moving towards him, and then the third action, you're gonna take a shot.
Yes.
All right.
So my question is how far is he from me because of range penalties and stuff?
Yeah. Also, this I'll move him a little bit closer to you. I would say that you didn't want to go all the way. Your movement rate's what, 30?
30.
Yeah. So he's about 30 feet.
Okay. All right. So he's within 30. Then I'm not taking any range penalty from it. I'm gonna shoot him non-lethally.
Okay.
Rolling that bullshit.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Reroll into a critical hit. Holy shit. Alright. As you deal 47 points of damage, which it looks like it tried to auto-apply, which would have been very cool if it had done that. He makes a fortitude save. Looks like he passes. And then his head just explodes.
This is non-lethal.
Oh, it was non-lethal?
This is non-lethal. Because I have the bounty hunter dedication.
Okay.
It's tools of the trade. In addition, you take no penalty when making non-lethal attack with a weapon without the non-lethal trait. Which normally would have been a -2 to do that, but yeah, no range. No
All right, then it's extremely disturbing to you that you blew off of his head since you were using non-lethal damage, and you see his body sort of like stop, and this sort of like shake, and move, and then you see two horns sprout from where the head was, and then he turns into what I could only describe as a demonic furry. Basically, if a werewolf and a demon and a polar bear had a baby, that's kind
Is
of
it
the.
hot?
It's pretty hot. I think I
Next
have.
question is it smooth?
Oof. It's hard. You know, my demons don't wear pants. It does. It looks pretty. It looks pretty spiky. It looks pretty spiky.
Excellent.
All right. Let me see if I. There we go.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's yeah. You're right.
Here you go. Show.
All right.
Of course, he's
And
not a human.
It turns around and looks at you, and that's why it was he was showing as a large police officer, because I had the size wrong at the time. He also increases in size. I like how his void blood splotch makes it look like he's got like a little pink afro. All right, he does take damage from it though. He turns around, and he says, "You're under arrest."
Oh, fuck me.
Don't worry, we'll have plenty of time downtown for all of that.
That's my turn.
Okay. All right, I'll roll. I'll roll Officer Chad into initiative. Let's see. All right, Bella, to you.
That's quite the wrinkle. So
All right.
I'm concealed in the smoke. The smoke is still here, but concealed doesn't necessarily mean blind, because I can still see things. I can make attacks against things.
Yes, yep. It just means you got to roll a 5 or higher, right?
What if I want to translocate?
Ooh, great question. That shouldn't be impaired according to the rules.
I heighten to 5th? Is that something I can do? I'm pretty sure I can heighten to 6th level.
Let me see your spells real quick. Spellcasting is a little magic wand. Your character sheet says that you go up to 4th.
Okay.
So I don't.
Okay.
You're not primarily a bard, right? You're a primarily yeah. So yeah. I don't think your spellcasting is going to be keeping that kind of pace.
Okay.
With the others.
Then I'll just use a single action to move out of the smoke, and then 2 actions to translocate to the gorilla exhibit. But before I guess I would come out of the smoke and I'd look around and I ask my allies, do you guys feel like you can get Evil Walter?
No. You're
Okay.
gone.
Yeah, I don't even see him anymore.
Well, I'm going to the gorilla exhibit.
Yeah, it's weird. He leapt off the building, and as he started falling, he turned invisible.
I know what the thing.
Okay.
I'm not. I could just throw a bomb down at the ground, but.
All right, but you
have
rush out, you look over, and
I don't know.
you teleport across the way to the gorilla exhibit. I'll move you on to the next map for next round. All right. Jericho, I want to kill everybody, darling. You're up.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jericho, I want to kill all of the beloved plot NPCs, darling. You're up.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Okay.
Bring me woodchop. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and follow Evil Walter. Which direction did he jump off?
He jumped off the southwest corner of the building.
Alright. I wish I still had my gun. Alright. Help. Oh, can't move. Okay, so 25. What's one of this be? 25. Okay, 25. Alright, I peek over the edge. Do I see him?
You don't see him.
Shit.
But because we're trying to go for a more cinematic experience, you do see a ways off a family of 3 just go flying through the air as if someone very strong just shoved them out of their way. An unseen assailant headed towards the gorilla enclosure.
All right, then I'm gonna start heading towards the gorilla enclosure as well. Last pack.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
gonna start running over there.
All right. Boop. Okay. Vashon, he's gonna. Well, he doesn't have his B team badge. Shit. All right. Then he is going to start making his way back to you guys. All right. Let's see. Stack the deck.
All right. Yeah, Stack would start making his way to the enclosure downtown.
Okay. You have you have catfall and all that kind of stuff. So you're just gonna leap off the
Yeah.
roof, or do you have some cool magic guy way of getting there?
No, it's just him, his graceful cat
Okay.
abilities.
Superhero landing, that sort of thing. Okay. Play passes to Grom.
Grom. Hello. Got me one of those. He'll then use that as a second action. Wait, determine because it's all one action, right? Quick alchemy throw. He'll do that, and
Yeah.
he'll move 60 feet towards the gorilla enclosure after that.
And you have bouncy goblin, right? So you can just like jump off the edge and like rubber bounce your way there.
How far down is it?
It's a 40-foot roof.
I think I'm okay with 40 feet.
All right. And then I'll
What does 60 feet put him?
all right. Then I will switch us to the different map. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. I got to figure out where everybody's coming in. So Walter stopped the cop right there. And Evil Vulture's heading over. Let's see. We'll say that. Yeah. Okay. Do that. That. All right. Where's Precious Harambe? Oh yeah, Precious Harambe is here with the kiddo who fell in. There we go. Oh my god. So Foundry 13, even if you have like a teleport enabled, you can't teleport through walls unless you have like a special button pushed that allows you to teleport through walls. It's incredible. All right, I'll bring you guys over to this map. Okay, so Vashon would be coming from this direction. Stack, you'd be headed over in this direction. Bella, you can put yourself wherever you want because you teleported. Jerry, you're heading from that direction. Grom, you're heading from this direction. Alright. And Walter, there we go. Alright, and then Shitty Kid, he's down in the pit with the gorilla.
Shitty kid.
Alright. Okay.
Who's this here?
Oh, that's the Officer Carl, or Chad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my last action, I'll target him. Let's see. Get him in.
It feels like some real 1990s gummy bear energy, where you drink the potion, run off the roof, bouncy goblin across the street, and then mid-flight throw a potion. To the other two 1990s gummy bear fans out there, I see you. All right, you throw the potion, and the cop question mark just bats it out of the air with his massive claws. All right, and we roll up into the next round. All right, Evil Vulture appears. You see him, Jericho. There he is.
I see you.
All right, he is going to. Do you got any speed stuff, bro? He's like, nah, I shoot people. All right, he's gonna turn around, and as he does, you see Vashon. Vashon says, Jerry, hey, glad you're all right.
Shit.
I took a tumble into the tiger pit, but I'm okay now. Watch out! And then Evil Vulture targets both of you with his ricochet shot.
No, he doesn't have a B team badge on. Whatever will Jericho do?
Yeah, you have his B team badge, Jericho.
I
You
put
took it.
on.
Yeah. It doesn't work on you.
Damn it.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Ricochet is a 2-pack man.
He
can
does, by the way,
guaranteed
have
shot.
-2 to hit everyone but me.
That but you. All right. So whatever
he has a +2 to hit me.
All right.
Because this
Let's
is
see
a
what.
really good ability.
Let's see how it shakes out. Let's see how it shakes out.
Okay.
Because Vashon is close to him, it screws up his gun and triggers the -2 penalty from volley as well. So here we go. That's going to be a 32, which will hit Vashon, and 34. I don't know if that hits you, Jericho.
It does not. No.
Nice.
I'm looking at a reaction I have, and I am. Nope. That's it. Nope, I don't do anything.
All right, here's some damage for Vashon then. All right, Vashon takes 48 points of damage. He spun around by the gunshot wound, staggers a bit, and he says, "Jerry, you all right?" And then Evil Vulture is going to do running reload. And gets it there. All right, confused police officer is up. Oh God, Vulture taking a lot of ongoing damage, buddy. What do they do to you? Holy shit! All right, he takes like 23. It looks like ongoing damage. Wow. All right. Let's see. I no longer have a mod that tells me if they're bloodied or not when I mouse over them. It makes me a little sad. So, all right. Over here, this guy sees that you and your friends have shown up, and he says, "You can't stop what's already in motion. The ape dies, as he's died so many times before. We will ensure the purity of this corrupted timeline for all time." And then it lets out a ferocious, lion-like roar, with slight T-Rex, dulcet tones in there. Not real T-Rex, but like Jurassic Park T-Rex tones in there. All right. You see 2 additional arms burst out of the creature's rib cage as he roars. That's pretty sick. You see his claws begin to drip acid, and then you see sprouting from his back so many tentacles that look like they came off of an alien squid. Yeah, he rushes towards Vulture. All right. Oh, never mind. He definitely wants to get in there and really go to town on you guys. All right. So he runs up to here, and he is going to use Ravenous Arms. He can make up to 4 arm strikes, each against a different target. These count towards multiple attack penalty, but not until he's done making all of the attacks. All right. So we'll start with Walter. Here we go. All right, that's gonna be a hit. And then do each of these get to do a grab? Oh, okay. All right. No, it's not a free grab though. Okay. And he had to move. Alright, so here's the damage for Walter. Alright, Stack. Here's the arm attack against you.
Write them down.
Ooh, that's almost a crit by 1. Here's some damage for you, Stack. And then arm attack for you, Grom. Oof. Grom, that is a critical hit, but not a nat 21. Alright, and here's the critical hit damage for Grom. Uh, 62 points of damage. Combination of bludgeoning and acid. And that is the police officer's turn. Play passes to Walter, but Walter, you said you got dropped?
I got dropped.
Okay, it did not move you up an initiative, so I'll move you up manually. Alright, play passes to Bella.
I don't think I could get to where I am in, because see from where I was, I think I'd have to end right here, probably,
Okay.
because that's like out in the open.
Alright, as you
I-
appear, all the people nearby cry out in confusion as you appear out of nowhere. Yeah, don't look too hard. The faces are horrific. The faces are horrific.
Fear not, I'm here to help.
Okay.
I guess I need to do a perception check.
When you
to
say that
remember-
you're here to help, people are crying out, "That kid! He fell in with the gorillas!"
How far
and then-
down is the water?
Ooh. Down into the moat area. It is a 40-foot drop.
Fuck. And like this is a landing inside of the exhibit, correct?
Yeah, you're down in it. This is like a path that you take to like look at the at the gorillas in their
Okay.
natural habitat or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, like this is the wall. This is the wall that he climbed over. Oh, my bad. Hold on, I'm reading. It was only a 15-foot fall. It's only a 15-foot fall. Not
It's only a
40.
15-foot fall.
Yeah. The roof was 40
Interesting.
before. Yep.
Interesting. So what I'd like to do is stride here. I wonder if I can make this work. I would like to try to summon a bottled octopus in the water
Okay.
right here.
Nice.
And I think this will work. I think it'll reach the kid and try. It could, like, if summoned at max distance from me to the kid, it could reach him.
Okay.
It's
So you're gonna kill the kid so Harambe doesn't get blamed for it.
That's
I got you.
right. No, I'm going to just pull the kid away and then have him deposited back up here.
Ah, okay.
And it has a strength of 22, which is generally what we use to account for this. I'm just gonna roll a d20. I don't know where to find
here's a picture of what's happening, like in the I put it in a Discord because we can't paste into the chat anymore. But so he fell in the water, gorilla's there. I guess he'd actually be closer to the water, keeping
So
historical accuracy. There you go.
It would be a 32 to grab the kid,
That definitely grabs the kid.
and then it would deposit him up here next to me.
All right, so the octopus appears, grabs the kid, and puts him up there. The kid's just crying, sobbing.
And then the octopus dissolves into nothingness.
Okay, people are confused, to say the least.
Naturally.
All right, the gorilla looks up at you, and he gives you sort of a lumberjack nod.
She nods
Yeah.
back as she kneels down and puts a hand on the child's shoulder.
Okay, a large woman, buxom and hefty, kind of shoulders in and says, "My baby!" As she just grabs a hold of him, and she says, "Thank you, little girl. I don't know how you did that with that Pokemon or whatever." As she just holds the child close. People
Yeah.
are cheering.
Pokemon, exactly.
All right, the guy, the police officer, he hears the people cheering. He says, "What? No, this can't happen this way." All right, is that your that's your action economy?
That's my turn.
All right, As you say, ha ha ha, the police officer says to you, Walter, you should be careful. I haven't read you your rights yet. Everything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Jericho, to you.
Okay. I'm gonna call out to Evil Stack. Not Evil Stack, that's Evil Walter. Sorry, no. Hey, could you stop running? I'm pretty sure we're on the same side over here. And stop shooting me. Goodness gracious.
Let's see. Vulture 13 looks back at you and says, it's not too late to correct this timeline. I must kill the gorilla.
No, I definitely get it. Can you, like, hold up? Do you got any band-aids over there with you?
I do not require band-aids.
Alright, well, I got a repair kit. Do you want a repair kit? I'm used to working on robots and stuff. I feel like that's constantly forgotten. I'm kind of an inventor that does clockwork shenanigans.
Oh my gosh, you see Vulture 13 roll its eye lights.
Alright, okay, fine, whatever. I'm going to then, he's so fast. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Animal Form on myself.
Oh, okay.
And I can only turn into a dog. So
how are you casting Animal Form on yourself?
I have magic.
You have magic?
Yeah. I got my
what?
body back. I got my body back and I became more vampiric, so I can turn into a wolf.
Oh, okay, okay.
I also have some misspells, but they're not relevant right now. But
okay.
Yeah, so I turn into a dog.
Okay.
It's not a skeleton dog. It's an actual wolf. Okay.
All right. I was about to grab your.
It's a little bit on fire. I know you were. I can sense it. So I'm just. So I'm only slightly on fire, but I am a dog with fur. And then I'm going to try to move.
Don't you just drag that onto yourself? Canine buff or whatever?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is.
Normally it tries to change your art for you, but.
It's okay. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to just run to catch up with them.
Okay.
That's gonna be my turn though. I have a 40-foot movement speed now, so I'll catch you eventually. Or you'll kill me first.
I mean, he's right there, so.
I know.
Yeah, okay, I got you. Alright, Vashon is up. He says, Jerry, we're trying to save that gorilla.
I look back at him. I don't know if I can talk in this form, but
Oh, wait, yeah, you can't, I don't think, yeah.
I don't know. I bark. I don't know. Whatever he takes that to mean is up to him.
Okay. Alright. He's gonna run past you two strides, and he's gonna try and grapple Vulture 13.
I will say though, as I turn into a dog, I may accidentally drop this BT badge on the ground.
Oh really? Dang. Okay.
Yeah, it may have fallen, because.
All right. I mean, let's see. You know what? Nah. You know what? He's gonna go for it. He caused you a lot of trouble being a klutz and falling in with the tigers. He wants to make it up to you. He wants to make it up to you.
Honestly,
right.
maybe he'll just kill himself by accident.
All right, here we go. He's gonna try and grab him. He actually does.
That's incredible. That's my best on Gattleby.
All right, play passes to stack the deck.
Stack looks at this guy. You got a name, friend? You got a...
Yes, it's Chad.
Chad. Okay, well, Chad.
Yeah, I know it's a pretty common name for a demon, but
well, I'm sorry.
You can call me Officer Chad.
Well, officer, can you hold this for me? And he throws a card at him, but
okay,
I'm gonna cast Sure Strike to get advantage. Here is.
All right, so this triggers his whirling arms. Yeah, as you target him with an attack, all of the tentacles on his back begin to spasm randomly to distort you. It gains the benefit of the concealed condition against the attack.
Oh, okay.
All right. And it is a higher concealment than normal. It's a flat 7 instead of a flat 5.
keep higher. Roll.
All right. What did you roll on your conceal check?
I rolled a success. I don't know what I rolled on it.
I thought it would do like a check if it was the 7 instead of the 5. That's all right. All right. So as you roll, you do hit Jest. So you know that his AC is the 33.
And the rest of my nonsense happens. Here's that imaginary weapon damage. That. And the attack damage from just the staff. So we are at 75.
All right. He takes no damage from the staff, and then he takes the full damage from the spell. And you see him kind of stagger as if he bumped into something.
Oh, you need help with that?
And he says, that was a solid hit.
He does a curtsy and ends his turn.
All right. Play passes to Grom.
All right. I use battle medicine on. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay. Treat wounds. Target. I don't target. And a battle medicine. Walter here. Alright, now I should be good to go. I've got one targeted. God damn it. Failure. I'll re-roll that using my
Okay.
1 feet I have. There we go, that got him.
Nice. All right, Walter, you receive 44 healing.
Thank you.
Although, yeah.
All right, Grom, what else you got for us?
Sorry. Using that on him also.
Oh, Elixir of Life, okay.
On Walter. And where the other acronym, like Jerry and all those people, where are they?
They are across the complex over here.
Way over there.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can see Bella surrounded by a crowd of people over there, and then you can see Jerry, Vashon, and Vulture 13 across the way. Everything that's not on like a brown path is difficult terrain. Or I guess this white path here that you guys are on, but any of the green areas are going to be difficult terrain. So yeah, when you move off the road into the grass and stuff, that would be difficult terrain. All right. Play passes to Vulture 13. All right, Vulture 13 is grabbed. So he's got. I think he has something for this actually. Maybe. Where is it? Four-armed, sniper, devastation. Sniper's devastation. Okay. Vulture 13 makes a strike against a larger, smaller creature. If this attack is successful, the deals no damage, but they grab the target and throw them 30 feet in the direction of their choice, and then make a ranged strike with their long rifle against the target as it flies through the air. All right. Would that break a grab that they were already subject to, though? That's the question. I'm gonna rule a cool save that it does, since it's a three Pac-Man action. All right, here we go. He's gonna do a strike. It won't do any damage if it hits. Instead, it will grab. All right, so Vashon grabs a hold of Vulture 13. Vulture 13 grabs Vashon, picks Vashon up, and he's going to throw Vashon at Jerry. As Vashon is up in the air, Vulture is going to take a shot at him. Let's see. Then make a ranged strike with their long rifle, after which the target falls prone in the designated location. He can then make a stride or a step. As normal, the creature doesn't take any additional fall damage from the throw. Oh, that's nice. Okay. All right. And it looks like map does apply to the rifle shot. $31 is going to hit. Unless he's got another -2. Is Jerry, what's the typing of the penalty from your ability?
The taunt.
Yeah.
Let me check. It has no type.
It has no type?
No.
Okay.
Oh, circumstance.
Oh, okay. Well, then he's already got it. Yeah, he's already got a negative penalty from the volley, which I think is also a circumstance, or is that an item penalty?
Oh, shoot. Did he get shot?
Yeah. This guy grabbed Vashon, threw Vashon 30 feet into the air, shot him. Vashon comes landing at your feet prone, and then dude starts running. But he doesn't have his gun loaded now.
Alright. Nice job, Vashon. You're distracting him. Like a
Alright,
sack
so it's
of
going
potatoes.
to go this way. Vashon will take the damage. Let's see. And Vashon on the ground where he lands, he sees the B team badge. He reaches out. He just sort of slides it towards himself.
I step on his hand for good measure before I run past him.
Damn. All
On
right.
my turn, of course, but yeah.
Play passes to Walter. I think you guys are going to kill Vulture 13 just off of ongoing damage.
See, no one of those.
All right. All right. What you got for us?
I'm not grabbed or anything, am I?
No, he didn't have the action economy to do grab on top of everything else. And he has used his reaction.
Okay. Okay. One action to pick up weapon. Another action to get up from prone. This fucker's right in my face. Is that gonna go away? We're gonna do Risky reload. Let's reload it and strike on. I'm gonna re-roll that. Point.
Okay. That is gonna hit. You stand up, reload, and fire. All right. Takes the hit.
All right. That's all 3 actions.
All right. Looks like he took extra damage from the attack for some reason.
I also do void and poison damage. I don't know if those.
Oh no, I'm just throwing that out. I'm just throwing that out there. All right, his turn comes up. He sees he's got his hands full here. He's not gonna make it to the gorilla in time. All right, well he'll just go back to hell anyways. All right, maybe if he could drop some poison on you, that'd be good. Yeah. All right, he gets his reaction back, and then he is going to attack Walter with his back tentacles. With his first attack. Uh, 34 is going to hit. Give me a fortitude save. Uh, 23 damage. Ooh, alright. You make the save against the poison. Then he is going to... yeah, sure. He is going to cast a spell. He opens his mouth and he breathes out a mighty breath weapon at Stack and Walter. A scintillating rainbow comes out of his mouth. There we go. So I need you guys to give me will saving throws. Okay, Stack, you were not affected at all. Walter, you are stunned 1, blinded, and dazzled for 1 minute.
Alright.
Alright. And then Stack, no effect at all. His rainbow breath does nothing to you. Play past this to Bella.
Alright, I'm going to continue doing what I do, which is anything but participate in combat. At the end of the last turn, me and Harambe, we exchanged a meaningful look as the child was rescued, and I'm going to hope that we have a mutual understanding and that he has some base level of intelligence, as she uses a action to create an invisibility potion. I have to find this thing. And then she's going to basically create an invisibility potion and throw it to Harambe.
Oh, okay.
And be like, Harambe, catch! He's not going to know what the fuck to do with this, but I'm going to hope. Hope he gets hope. We're going to have fun with this.
Alright.
It's a level 4 item. I don't know. It's obviously in my recipe book, but just having trouble finding it. But I think we get the idea. He could, if he drinks it, he could be invisible.
Alright.
For 10 minutes.
Alright, so you take it out and you throw it to him. Is this part of like your... Like, is this... How do you... Sorry, I'm just trying to keep up. So you take it out and you throw it to him as a feat, or is it improvised thing, or is this part of the move? Like, how are you...
It's going to cost me all 3 actions. I'm just literally... it's 2 actions to make this, and then 1 to throw.
Alright, So you brew it up, and then you chuck it over, and it plops down into the water, and the bottle like floats next to him, and he looks down at it curiously. He seems like he's under a lot of stress.
I don't have any more action economy, I don't think, so I can't really encourage him yet.
Bella, people around you begin to scream and run, and you see reality right over here gets sliced open by what looks like an oversized heavy metal scythe, and you see death coming through the portal.
Where's this portal?
25 feet south of you.
Okay, I think I see him down there. Yep.
Okay.
Oh dear, I've angered death.
In common, Death says to you, "What do you think you're doing?"
I'm setting things right.
Alright, Death's gonna roll into initiative.
Get him on the B team, Belnora.
Alright, play passes to Jericho.
I run after this dude with 2 actions.
Okay.
Where am I? Alright.
As a doggo.
I'm a dog.
Okay.
I grapple him with my 4th action. I mean 3rd action. Alright. Yoink.
Oh
I bite
shit,
him.
yeah. He is restrained. Okay.
Growl.
Play
That's my turn.
play passes to Vashon. Vashon tucks the B team badge away and removes himself from combat. Play passes to Stack the Deck.
Yeah, so Stack like brushes off the rainbows, takes a step forward. I think this is how you do that. And he casts a spell. He'll cast a Wyvern Sting. So he owes me a DC 30 Fortitude save.
Here we go. He fails.
Oh wow. Okay.
On a failure, they are afflicted with Wyvern Venom at stage 1, so I will extempore effect it onto him. And then go ahead and give me that 5d6.
So yeah, here's the first 3d4 and here's the 5d6.
Alright, let's see. 10, and then 18. He does seem to take extra damage from the sting. It seems that this creature is vulnerable to piercing damage.
Seem like well, buddy, I think that poison's gonna do the number on you unless you give up. I mean, I don't have the antidote either, but and my turn.
He snarls at you in defiance. Play passes to Grom.
All right. I'll check spot of lightning at him. Damn it.
Let's see. 27 is gonna miss. AC is 33.
All right. He will then target himself for a battle medicine. Okay, and then I'm just gonna move over to there. That'll be it for my actions.
Alright. Start of the round. Vulture 13. I guess, let's see, as restrain, not grab. He can't use the same move on Jericho that he used before. He has to try to break free. Alright, here we go. Escape. Oof. Alright, he is able to break free.
Damn.
So that gets rid of that.
Damn, he only succeeds by 2.
Alright, and then let's see. Jerry, you can't keep hiding in the ground. We talked about this.
Oh, sorry.
You gotta be a part of the fight. Alright.
No.
Then, man. You're just gonna keep chasing him. You're just gonna keep chasing him.
Grab him until he dies via damage.
Alright, in that case, he is going to use sniping shot. No, he's got to reload. Okay. So he's gonna do running reload to
Instead
move
of
away from.
manipulate.
I mean, running reload. It's a move action.
He's gonna get a bite
Okay.
because I have that now. So,
Nice.
gonna use it, I guess. All right.
All right. Oh shit! All right, yeah, that's gonna hit.
I did not make it. Oh, max damage 13.
Oof. Okay, he takes the damage. He starts running, and then he will spin around while he's running, and he'll take a shot at you. All right, here we go. And that
50! Oh my god!
Holy shit!
Oh my
Okay.
god! Jesus Christ, dude.
Here comes the attack.
Oh my god! 131!
Chump change.
Me,
Chump change. Hit for 140.
I'm calm. Wow,
Cannot.
okay. Whew. Oh, okay, alright, okay, I see your game. I'm unconscious, but yikes, dude.
Okay, shit. All right, I'll move you up to
jeez.
before him in initiative, I guess. There we go.
I have a.
Oh, do you have something to mitigate it?
I mean, I have resistance to critical hits against my taunted target, which is him.
Okay.
I don't know if it's gonna save me though. Hang on, let's go see. It might be just 10, but that might be enough. Let me see 1 second.
You have 111 health right now, so you'd have to mitigate
I have 116.
21 points of damage.
Oh, let's see what this is. 2 plus half my level. I don't think that's gonna be enough. Obviously. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right, that is his 3 actions. Walter, to you.
Oh my god, and I'm taking persistent damage. You know what?
Ugh.
Maybe this is for the best. This is a very evil Jericho. maybe this is okay. Maybe this is okay. Okay, that's what I've done.
Damn, maybe Jericho shouldn't have dropped that B team badge. Now he left initiative. He's the only one there with you.
Because this Jericho didn't stick close to ground.
That's true.
It's true.
Teamwork.
I don't know how I got
Teamwork
over
kept
here.
us alive.
I just on file all that guy.
2 actions.
Blind means you have to do a DC 11 flat check, or you miss everything you try to target.
Of course.
And you stunned 1, so you'd only have 2 Pac-Mans this turn. All you can see is brilliant rainbows.
Can't step in difficult terrain either. Fuck. Let's see. Move away from her first action.
Okay.
That's with the running reload. I have no idea where I'm going, so I'm just gonna roll a d8 and see what happens.
Okay. So you run back towards him?
I bump back into him. That's it. That's
Okay.
my turn.
Damn. All right.
Isn't it a lingering effect?
The blind would wear off. Now you would be dazzled for 9 rounds.
Ah.
Yeah. Well, the blind would wear. Yeah. Now that his turn's back up, the blind would wear off. All right. Let's see. Stack really giving it to him. You're wandering around, unable to see. Grom keeps picking everybody up. Grom is technically within reach of a melee strike because this dude's got like gum fruit situation. He has a 15-foot reach. You're realizing as you're fighting him that his body is very like rubbery and stretchy and slimy. Let's see. All right, if that is the case, then he will go ahead and use Ravenous Arms. Yeah. Because he'll actually be able to throw a grab on there. He will start by targeting Grom. There we go. Oh, I think that misses. All right, that's going to miss. Then he will go to target Stack. And then he will try to do a grab. And fail to grab you. And then Walter. And then Stack, here's the damage from his attempt to grab you. And Walter, he misses you by 1, even with you being dazzled and everything else. And that is his 3 Pac-Mans. Alright, play passes to Lesser Death. Alright, not touching the ground, obviously. Maybe just like 1 toe bone touching the ground.
Crash, does he have poison damage to deal with?
Yeah, as part of his thing, he's got to try to get over the poison. Let's see. I thought I applied it to him. Huh. Alright, let me go back up. Like, I had him selected, and then I went to extemporary effect, and then... let's see. Jesus, there it is. Okay. Extemporary effect. Alright. Nice. Okay, so then he's got to do fort save. It's got to get a 30, it looks like. Nope, it gets worse. Alright, so as it gets worse, he would take 66 poison damage. Very nice. Alright. Yeah, the poison is ravaging his body. Wait, lesser... Oh, why does it still think I have lesser death selected? I just poisoned lesser death? Oh, buddy, I'm so sorry. That was terrible. Alright. Let's see. Alright, I don't know why it won't stop selecting lesser death. I'm so confused right now.
Was it his turn, or...?
No, it's because Foundry's lagging, so it wouldn't turn the ruler tool off for me. There we go. Alright. Toe dragging on the ground. Lesser Death is gonna stroll or levitate up to you. Bella, 1 Pac-Man. Second Pac-Man, he's gonna look down at Harambe, who is poking at the bottle, floating in the water. And he is going to say to you, "This one's been on my list for a very long time. He always seems to elude me. There's something special about this one. This one changes everything.
But not for the better.
What is better when nothing truly matters in the end? All will be harvested. All will be dust. I ask you, why bother? Bellanora the Savvy.
Because
All right, you gotta tell him why. Why you doing this?
Because I want things to be better for as many people as I possibly can help. And I think that gives my life meaning, and it makes me feel good about myself. And this life that we live, as short as it is, makes it all the more special. Because we have to live so much in it.
You hear some people in the crowd say, "Aw," the ones that aren't completely terrified, to the point of not being able to think straight. Lesser Death looks at you, looks down at Harambe, and says, "Your father would be so disappointed."
She winces at that. Just, he helped people too. He just did it a different way. I can do it a different way.
Oh man. As you're saying that, just begins letting out a mocking laughter. Alright. You realize that you were inside an aura of misfortune while you were near this creature. Your turn is up.
Lowest results. Damn. No, that won't work against that. I would like to. Can't afford that. I'm gonna stride and hopefully does he attack me when I get to here?
He doesn't seem. He just keeps laughing. Big Skeletor laugh.
Do I have a sense of like when he walked up to me when that effect began? Like how far he was before it?
As soon as he came through the portal, you felt it, but then it sort of intensified when he started his mocking laughter.
I see. So I can't actually get away from it. In that case, I'm just gonna go for it as many times as I can. I ignore him. I turn around. I look at Harambe, who is batting at the bottle, and I try to get his attention. I would like to attempt to make performance checks to mimic the action of picking up the bottle,
okay,
opening it, and
Nice.
drinking it. And I'm gonna roll twice, take the lower, but I'd also like to use hero points? I don't know how this is gonna work.
All right, we're gonna set this against Harambe's will. So we're gonna make it a DC 27 performance check, not hard at all. However, if you critically fail, he will try to just swallow the whole bottle and start choking.
Okay.
Okay.
This is gonna be fine.
Yeah, no problem. Okay.
I'm not seeing any rolls.
I see him. You got a 30. You got a 32.
Okay.
All right. He sees what you're doing, and he picks up the bottle. He uncorks it. He drinks it, and he vanishes.
Bella smiles. And then I can see all my allies and the unfortunate shit that's happening. I think they have it under control down there, but Vulture is on the loose. So, was that a 2 Pac-Man action?
Yes, because you did essentially a manipulate sort of thing, like you were interacting with a hazard. So,
yes. Yeah. So, I'm going to use my last action to stride 30 feet.
Okay.
Are these people difficult terrain?
No, they're just there for ambience.
Okay. To here. And that's my turn.
Okay. All right. Play passes to stack the deck.
looking too good. All right. Let's see. Looks like you're immune to bludgeoning. So. Yeah, Stack like flutters his deck at him, like 52 pickup style, and he just he'll cast Disintegrate on him.
Okay. All right, he will attempt a saving throw. That is going to pass. And this is a all or nothing spell, Disintegrate? Oh no, it's basic. It's basic Fortitude. Okay.
Fortitude, yeah.
So you have to make an attack roll against him, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, to land it. Oh shit. You definitely do. Okay. Then he makes the save, and then he will take half the damage. Okay, so roll me half the damage. And then he is not an animal, beast, or fey. Okay, so it wouldn't change anything with the critical hit card. Whew. All right, he'll take half the damage.
Well, does it get double from? It doesn't get double from the critical, does it? No.
No, it's a basic Fortitude save against the damage. So if he had critically failed the Fortitude save, it would have done it. You were just rolling to hit with the first part of it. All right, let's see. Click to apply. All right, he takes the 35 points of damage. You see a bunch of his innards sort of get disintegrated, and you see in his chest cavity is a massive eye. Covered in blood and gore. It is looking around, and you can see that from the eye is where all of the tentacles are coming that are puppeting the meat suit that it is riding around in.
Now, that don't look too good, also, Chad. And I will use Arcane Cascade, and then use this to start refreshing my stuff.
Okay.
Alright, and then I'm done after that.
Alright, Grom, to you.
Alright. Alright. Click alchemy up an item here. And I'll throw it at him. I'll finally hit.
Nice.
Jesus. I get 6 points out of that.
Alright. He takes 6 points, and then also 3d4 persistent damage.
Yeah, persistent piercing damage. Persistent piercing damage.
Oh, persistent piercing damage. Oh shit. Okay, that's really bad for him. Alright. What else you got?
We'll try to heal him up.
Alright. Trying to do battle medicine for Stack. Okay.
Yeah. I was just shit. What the fuck? Alright, there we go. And Grom go, he vanished on my.
Do Control Z. You might have deleted yourself. You're still in the initiative tracker, but I don't see your mini. I just drag out another Grom. It's fine.
Okay.
Bloop. There you
go. Okay. Alright, so let's try target him. Macro. Alright, that's 3 actions I'm done.
Nice. Big fat 56 healing. Alright. Play passes to Jericho Darling.
I make a death save.
A recovery check, but yeah.
I mean a recovery check. Sorry.
Yeah. No worries, no worries.
I roll it. Hooray! I
Ooh,
lose
nice.
1 dying. I'm now at dying 2.
Oh, damn. All right. Let's
Ow,
see.
my body. I stabilized. Nice.
You stabilized?
No, I don't stabilize, but the resistant damage goes away.
Oh, okay. Sweet. Did that drop you then, like a dying, but then you stabilized after? Is that?
No. I mean, I recovered. I got a dying 2, took damage, and back to dying 3.
Oh, I got you. Damn. Okay. All right. They're gonna move. They're gonna move, and then they're gonna move. They look around, trying to figure out where Harambe's at. Son of a bitch. Okay. He's supposed to be right there. Play passes to Walter.
Alright. Big Ugly's still here.
Oh my god. Vulture 13 at death's door off of ongoing damage.
Hey, I bit him once. I was there too.
Yeah. I remember that. Alright, you go to take a shot at him, but all you can see is rainbows, and your critical hit goes wide.
I'm gonna re-roll that with the hero point.
Okay.
The flash check.
Oh, nice.
Oh, my bad. You did hit him. Alright, give me that critical hit.
Alright. That's my last hero point. Gun damage.
Nice. Alright, how do you finish this demon off?
His eyes. I mean, I guess it's like if he's been staring at the sun for too long, there's just brightness and flashes in his eyes and stuff like that. But you can still hear all the squirming and whatnot.
Yeah.
So as he kind of just for the briefest of moments tries to focus his senses and just fires dead center and hope it hits something. And I guess that hits the eye and just punctures right through it.
Damn. Alright, its body ruptures and explodes, sending prismatic gore everywhere. Alright, 2 more Pac-Mans.
I don't hear that thing. Is it still around?
Philomene would shout that you got it.
Alright. Then Walter's gonna do a running reload. Moves their feet. Dazzle's still annoying. He's gonna continue moving.
And
terrain.
green is difficult terrain. Brown is not difficult terrain.
Right now, he's just gonna keep running through here. That's it.
Okay. All right. Lesser Death is up. Okay. Lesser Death stops Skeletor laughing. Approaches you, Bella, and says, your tenacity, your delusion, your ideals. I am impressed. There is no stopping the death that comes for this creature. But the death that comes for him will be soft, will be gentle, will be blameless. I wait for night to fall, and when he closes his eyes to sleep, they will never open again. This is the concession I make.
Man. Yeah, I think that she looks mournfully over where Harambe is, but she understands that, like, the issue is the calamity itself. And that a gorilla just dying of natural causes is not a news story. She sighs. She looks to death. Says, please don't make him harmed or scared in the process. Just, you know.
All right.
As long as he goes gently.
You see death fade out. Bella, you're up.
Oh shit.
You hear
Okay.
people shouting everywhere. People screaming, they're running. It's like, you know, a Godzilla movie or like Jurassic Park. All the dinosaurs are escaping. People just running around screaming.
All right. She is gonna start striding.
You also see, I guess, Vulture 13, sniper rifle out, looking for a target.
Yeah, you know, I really don't want him to kill me, but I do feel compelled to try to stop him.
I mean,
but
it ain't
there's
too late for him to kill Harambe. I'm just saying. He do a seek
know.
action, a reload. I think he
I'm
might.
aware.
He might be able to do it.
I believe it's possible.
I'm rooting for him. Not really. I don't want him to kill Harambe, but
Listen, he's really far away.
true.
Yeah. Could I? I already did it. I would wanted to ask if I could take back my stride and do a bottled rock, get 90 feet, but
Yeah, if you want to do that, it's fine.
alright, then put me back here. There's a good chance this fails. This has just plus 17 modifier.
Okay.
Oh, I still can't see my rolls. I gotta reload. Well,
Okay.
what'd I roll?
This was happening last night to people too.
Happened
6.
to me on Thursday. I'm going to hero point it. I'm sorry, I'm reloading.
No worries.
If you want to roll a d20, that'd be fine.
All right, sure. I only got an 8.
That's not going to meet the rock appears and flies away.
Okay. All right. As the rock appears, people cry out in wonder at its splendor. It goes to grab you. It just grabs a random man with like a walrus mustache, and they just start flying off with him. And his wife and daughter are screaming like, "Kevin!" And the daughter's like, "Father!" And it just flies off with him. And I guess it drops him. Where were you gonna head?
To be fair, I would have gone 90 feet at ground level.
Yeah. And it just drops him off over here. Just drops him off over here. All right. And it looks back at you before it disintegrates. Like, I did good, Mom.
My son, you were no longer as effective as you once were. Can't even hit me with it.
You gotta research a higher level version, man. You gotta get in there, get that homebrew going.
Okay. Like,
All
we
right.
have downtime.
Soon, I swear to God, soon. Like, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but if you get to the Hero Court, if you get to the Hero Court.
I'll take your word for it.
All right, Stack to you.
Man, I already did. Damn. I like to. All right. What's left?
I mean, there's still Vulture 13, like 500 feet away from you. It's getting ready to. He has to succeed in a seek action to find Harambe, which pretty good chance because Harambe's half in the water, so pretty easy to locate him. Then he's gonna have to do running reload to get closer, and then he's gonna take a shot at him. But that shot, he'll have a flat check. He has to get 11 or higher to hit him.
I guess to see what I can do. I'm gonna walk down this path.
Unless he uses something like sniping shot, but that only ignores concealment. I don't think that would ignore the hidden condition. So, got like a 50% chance to kill Harambe if everything goes well. Because like guarantee he will kill Harambe in one shot. All right, so you're doing that action movie thing where you're like shoving people out of the way, like leaping over railings and shit like that, like parkouring it down the path. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, nothing I can do about Vulture from that far away.
All right. Play passes to Grom.
All right. I got 60 there. He's gonna. Do you know where Jericho is?
Yeah, I mean, there's people over here like screaming. Someone says, "I think this dog is hurt."
Well, that's not Jericho.
I am in fact a dog. Yep. I am in fact a dog.
Probably never seen Jericho be a dog, so he doesn't know what that's all about.
Fair enough.
He'll move up to here and he's gonna go use another potion on Walter there. Get this open. There we go. 34 for you. And that's it for me.
Thank you.
Okay. Top of the round, Jericho.
Alright, I'm making a save. I succeed.
Nice,
I'm now
nice.
dying 2. That's my turn.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna do a running reload to get closer. Going to do a seek action to try to find the hidden Harambe. All right, we're gonna set the DC of hidden Harambe at 33. All right. Okay. He sees something splashing in the water over there. He's going to go ahead and try to take a shot. So we'll have him phase in. Invisible status. There we go. Target. It's a long shot. Here we go. Oof.
No.
Oof.
Oh,
I think a gorilla can take 143 damage. I'm looking, have
All
you
right.
tried to fight a gorilla before? Like, I
This
think
ain't
I'd
100
be
men fighting a gorilla. All right, Bella, you hear the gunshot go off. You hear people scream. You hear shitty little kids sobbing. You hear his mom shouting, "My baby!" And you hear death whisper in your ear, "I'm sorry. I guess it was meant to be." And then you see the invisible gorilla become visible as his brains go spattering everywhere. He falls over dead. And you guys find yourselves back in the portal room.
I hope you die of
Turn?
persistent damage.
Did I attempt to turn?
Unfortunately,
or
with
is it
his
instant?
death, the time is done. So all of you are deposited back on the other side of the portal. And you would, however, have access to your new card. Which I will throw into your stash. The Tangled Briar. Alright. You might want to stabilize Jerry, though. She's still dying one, right?
Yeah, I mean, you have an opportunity to rid yourself of a problem.
All right. You see
We don't know all the
Woodchop.
stuff he did off screen.
Woodchop is heavily sedated and has some sort of like gentle like cloth bondage situation going on. His eyes are wide and wild as he looks around, but he is heavily medicated with tranquilizers. He's just sort of breathing heavy as he looks around. You can see that he's been tagged. It says Cincinnati Zoo. Alright. Jack steps away looking sad.
For Jericho.
Disappointed.
Alright,
Bella-
Jericho, you're healed.
Bella just kind of
Alright.
steps away from the portal and crumples.
A liberal or an elite?
Did we do it? Did we beat the grillers? Whatever we're doing.
Oh. The portal fades. And the card begins to glow with a golden light.
We did it.
I don't know what happens to that timeline with the death of Harambe, but I heard it's not so great. Well, the Tangled Briar. It is from the Shield's suit. It is lawful evil. The Tangled Briar signifies the return of ancient triumphs. As long as you have the Tangled Briar invested, you gain the Toughness feat. If you already possess this feat, increase your maximum hit points by twice your level. You can envision and interact for 2 once per day. You raise this card up above your head and invoke the thorns and briars of the tangled parts of the world. You cast Wall of Thorns. The rank of the spell is half your level rounded down, minimum 6th level. The brambles within this particular Wall of Thorns are treated as greater difficult terrain.
What's greater difficult terrain? Is that like 4 times movement?
Triple, I think.
Oh, it's
triple
triple.
movement to get through. Yeah.
I'll start using treat wounds on people.
Okay. With your administrations and this being a mostly timeless realm, you guys can all get back to full HP with Grom's assistance.
And that
Bella,
dazzle would go away
you hear
after
Stu. What? What will go away?
the dazzle.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Alright.
Bella, Stu approaches you. You hear the ding of a toaster oven bell and smell a tantalizing grilled cheese sandwich. He says, Miss, I heard what you said to death. If it is any consolation, I am proud of you.
She absolutely breaks down crying as she takes the grilled cheese and she eats the grilled cheese while she cries. I don't want to be like him, Stu.
Stu is quiet, but you see just a little bit of smoke coming out of some of the seams in his head from the effort it took to go against this programming.
She pats his paneling and kind of just leans her head against him.
Thorn, is covered in different colors of lipstick, his clothes disheveled. He looks around, reeking of wine coolers and Zima, White Claw, all that stuff. And he says, holy shit, Cincinnati, that's a good place.
Cincinnati. I wonder if they got like more of them, like Cincinnati 2 or something, like a tropical Cincinnati.
I don't know, but that was probably my favorite mission so far. It's a shame about the gorilla, but kind of got the impression that it was going to happen no matter what. So, I mean, it was literally the easiest one so far. We just had to go watch the gorilla get killed.
Yeah, I think we can take this in a lesson in futility.
Oh, and Bella, it's never too late to be the person you want to be.
She's sadly munches on her grilled cheese, tears kind of streaming from her eyes. She says, "But I've just for so long, I've always thought I had a destiny I had to be someone for someone. I just
It's got to
What
put
does it
your
all mean?
pants on like everyone else, Bella.
I don't wear pants. I wear a dress."
Wait, why do you want to be someone for somebody else? That sounds stupid. Be someone by yourself or something.
My parents had very high expectations of me.
Yeah, they don't define you or nothing. I'm pretty sure I tried to kill my mama and dad a few times. They ain't define me none. Oh, be someone for yourself, not for anyone else. You're the only one that matters to you, you know?
You're at the edge of the universe. I guess so.
Yeah, fuck everyone else.
Grom looks sadly at Jericho.
That was fun though. Definitely almost got shot in the head and almost died. But that was pretty good. Yeah, anyway, we should just kind of move on to the next one, right? No need to think about what happened in there.
I prefer to forget.
Yeah, great.
We need to rest the whole night.
Kind of in timey-wimey space, so I think we can rest if we need to.
Yeah, the only really time-sensitive one was the printing press, so...
And we can bunker down, have some mac and cheese and waffles from Stu over there, and get ready for the next one. Easy peasy. Everyone seems super bummed out, little girl. What happened on the other side of that over there? Did you see anything?
Well, the police officer, he turned into a big, he kind of looked like Thorn, if Thorn was like a demon, but he had a big eyeball inside of him full of tentacles that was puppeting his meat suit. So I guess he had like two disguises on, like a police officer and like a sexy werewolf man. It seemed like he was really trying to slow us down, which I guess in the end is what he did.
I
And
mean,
you
did he
see
kill the gorilla?
Philomena look pretty bummed out, and she says, "Yeah,
Okay.
he got him."
Well, don't feel too bad. Death comes for us all in the end,
You see her look over at Jack. She says, "Jack seems real upset. Like, I haven't seen him. I don't know. Yeah. You guys do look over. You see Jax just staring off into the infinite cosmos.
Okay.
There's a tear running down his face, getting stuck in the 5 o'clock shadow on his chin.
Okay, Jack. You saw 3 stacks of Jericho, 2 Walters die. I didn't see any tears about that.
It's just that that was the last try, you know. I haven't really been, well, if I say I haven't been honest, it's gonna make me sound dishonest, so I've been trying to keep your confidence up, but the things that we try and do, the threads are getting pretty bare. Like, they're getting pretty thin, worn down. Like we can't keep doing this stuff over and over again. This right here, he kind of motions to himself and all of you guys. He says, this is it. Whether we succeed or fail, the universe is ready to move on. It's ready to see what happens. I've been trying to keep things spinning, but all the plates are coming tumbling down, smashing against the ground. It's fine. It was meant to be. And I don't want to come across as being cruel and uncaring about all the stacks we've lost and all the Jerichos and all the Walters. Because we got one more gate left. We got one more card to make right, and the bridge to the Harrow Court can be fixed. When we get back, we can set so much right. We can put so much back on track. I just have to make it there.
Why are you trying so hard for this? If you failed so many times before, I mean, why do you keep bothering?
Why does anything keep going? Why does any living thing keep going? Because they're not ready to die. I will be reunited. I'll be whole again. But when I am, I want to know that this beautiful mess of a multiverse isn't in the wrong hands. That's why I keep trying.
Altruism, and is that your answer?
What?
Altruism? You just doing this out of kindness of your heart? Because you love the multiverse so much?
I just think that all of creation reality is too big and important of a thing to trust to a bunch of madmen.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's what we need. After all, I mean, things are pretty shit before, weren't they?
Only if you look at the shitty things.
Yeah, who's to say that the shitty things won't be a little bit better in the hands of madmen? You know, like, maybe different things will be shitty, but maybe things will be better.
You don't know the Unmatched well enough to make that call. These people, these things, they shouldn't be allowed to call the shots.
With this whole thing, I mean, do we even have free will if we're trying to put things right and fate back together? I mean, isn't that what being alive is about? Like you're saying, it's making choices. I mean, is this gonna just predetermine our fate if we fix all this?
When you say that, he does seem a bit riled up a little bit, like it actually kind of gets under his skin a little bit. He says, I don't know. I don't know how much is fate, how much is ordained, how much is free will. I do know this. For a long time, in a lot of worlds, everything was preordained, everything was programmed, everything was planned. And the illusion of choice, the illusion of freedom, it was just that. An illusion. But I also know that in some worlds, yes, chaos reigned, freedom reigned. A butterfly flapped its wings and killed 1 million people on the other side of the planet. Anything could happen. Is there a balance that could be found? Maybe. But right now, what's happening? It isn't balanced. And he says, what's happening now? It isn't balanced. It's neither law nor chaos. It is the void. It is the destruction of all things. If you reassemble the deck, if you lay claim to it, you can decide. Law or chaos, fate or free will. But if you just give up, if you call off this destiny, then you're just handing the reins over to the Unmatched. You're handing over your fate to someone else.
Now, you may have mentioned this before, but how do we know what they want? I mean, they want to kill us, but that's bad.
Destroy things, ruin the multiverse, or what have you. I'm assuming that's going to be his answer. The void, as he says.
Are the creatures that you face not evidence enough that the void is a threat to reality itself?
Oh, I mean, absolutely. I'm just thinking maybe the void is the better option. After everything people have done to each other, maybe it's just better that way, you know?
He looks at you with like this sort of pity on his face, Jericho. And it's maybe the worst way he could have responded to this is to look at you with pity. And he says, these are the words of a being who can find no joy in life, no beauty. I'm so sorry for you.
Look at him like I'm disgusted. Don't look at me with pity. I'll find it if there is any. Right now, I don't know, I'm on Team Void. But I'll stick with this little crew until we can get to the Harrow part. I mean, look around you, Jack. All of us here have gone through immeasurable bullshit. Maybe, we just don't. Maybe some of them don't really want to go through any bullshit anymore. Nothing at all. Sure as hell sounds way easier than this.
I'd like to say that I'm not your keeper, and I'm not your jailer, Jericho darling. But I need a Jericho to finish the work I am doing.
I'm here until we get to the hero cart, and then after there, we'll have to see where our alliance here takes us, huh? I'm getting some sleep for now. We got one more card left, right? Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
As she walks away, Thorn whispers to you, Stack, I'm not so sure I like the whole I stand with the void situation.
I think she's just a little tired. I think all of us are a bit tired.
He crinkles his nose up, and you see his fangs kind of glistening in the starlight. And he says, "I don't know, Stack. Where are you at? You siding with the void on this? You think the universe, the multiverse, our home, deserves to be filled with demons and bloodshed?"
Listen, Thorn, I'm trying to get home. I'm trying to get me, you, home. And then I'm gonna then I'm gonna get this under control, and emotion says like wild magic hand. And I'm gonna find Farah.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know
what
if any
I'm
of
gonna
that's true anymore. Or at least it's definitely not the order that you're listing him. Why don't you just be honest? Your sister is the only thing that matters.
And
that's
because
fine.
I'm not giving you up, Thorn.
You can't give up something you never had. And he shoulders you and starts walking past you.
Oh, holy shit.
You hear a toaster oven sound, and then Stu is offering you a grilled cheese sandwich, Stack.
Thank you, Stu. Where is that coming from?
Vulture, aka Walter. Philomena approaches you and says, "How are you doing? In the 6 months that you guys were hanging out, is she allowed to call you Walter, or is it Mr. Enos?"
She's allowed to call him Walter.
Okay. She says, "Walter, how are you doing after all that? Seeing, Vulture 13 and what happened?"
Well, I guess since we kind of came back, Walter's just been kind of cleaning himself off of all the monster goop that got on him from exploding that goop.
Yeah.
As well as trying to readjust his eyesight to the whole weirdness. But he was overhearing the conversation that everyone was having with Jack, and then what just happened just now with Jack and Thorn. When he looks at Philomena, I'm doing fine. It's a bit unfortunate. I knew that, well, Jack said that they would probably send an assassin. I had an inkling it probably could have been myself, or at least a version of myself, but didn't think he was going to be that strong. Kind of envious, actually.
Would you give up being a human to be that strong?
No. From at least my timeline, the Automaton Initiative was voluntary. Those who wished to undergo it to serve our empire could have done so. I refused it. I felt that not having such a rigid mind and being a little bit more flexible would serve me better on the battlefield. And most of the time it has. Seeing as how cold and calculating that version of me is. While his skills are definitely there, he doesn't have that same connection that keeps him sane. I feel like he is only on a one-track mind. Also, that would mean I would have to give up all the other relationships that I've currently made. And he just looks down at her.
She says, what do you think about what Jack said? Do you think if we fix this deck, if we get to decide what happens, think I could use it to bring back my mom?
There's definitely the possibilities there.
You think Stack could use it to bring back his sister?
That is actually something I was going to ask you about. Things have been moving a little bit quickly. When we were at the printing press, there was the option of being able to use it for some type of wish making. Would you have used it, knowing that there could be consequences?
I was kind of tempted, but there was those snake demons cheering everybody on, and I mean, right away that made it seem like it wasn't the right thing to do. It just seems like common sense. If a chaos demon's telling you to do something, it's probably not the right thing to do. Says this 13-year-old.
What's beyond your years? I definitely feel like if there's anything that we have learned of so far, these cards are probably the one item that could work out for us. Will it have repercussions? Most likely. So we'll have to tread carefully.
Okay. Grom. Jack is looking at Jericho with just this really sad look on his face. Something about what happened at the Cincinnati Zoo, it just seems like the weight of it is really kind of crushing him. Your allies have sort of wandered off to sort of deal with their own shit.
Look up next to him.
Is there anything going on with you?
Jack. You gotta tell me how to get my Jericho back.
Jack says, Grom.
Don't tell me it can't happen. If we get to this court, can we do it from there?
Yes.
You tell me the truth, Jack. You said it awfully fast.
I know where she is, and I know where we could get her back.
And it's doable?
It's not going to be easy. You guys have never successfully handled this particular card in the past, but I think with this being the last time, you'll make it work.
What are you saying? Where is she? Is it another card?
He nods. The trumpet. She's on a train right now, Grom.
I thought one of the portals is it.
No. It's a portal, but not one that we can reach just yet. We gotta close the snake bite. Get to the Harrow Court. And then we get her back.
Let's do it. I go down here and I. Well, I'm walking up to the Jericho and takes a swing at her.
Oh shit. Okay.
He punches her but misses. His hand bounces off her armor. He just like cusses it like motherfucker. Starts shaking his hand. How
yeah,
do people punch everything all the time?
It says you bruised your bones. Oh my god.
I can't see my dice anymore, but I punch her arm.
Oh my god. Alright, you hit him. Not critically. So you guys can't see your rolls or your dice anymore? This is crazy.
I see my dice and roll.
Okay.
I don't.
Alright, you punch Grom for 19 damage as Grom punches you and bruises his hand bones against you. You could feel the anger of that punch, Jericho, as you just you backhand him?
Yeah, backhand him.
Damn.
What are you doing? Don't touch me.
Go away and leave her there. I'll never touch you again.
Vashon rushes up to you and says, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Nobody fucks with Grom.
Little guys just touching me. It's weird.
He's mad at you.
Mad at me? What did I do? You should be if anything mad at that.
Because you might find this hard to believe, but our Jericho darling was a good fucking person." And he spits a fat wad at your feet. You can see the brown tobacco, like, just kind of floating in the spittle. And he says, "You watch yourself.
What are you gonna do, little man?"
I ain't gonna do nothing."
Yeah, that's right. You ain't.
But from what I know of you, you're your own worst enemy.
Should have followed you in that tiger's den to make sure they ate you.
You see his eyes kind of widen a little bit, and he says, "I was wondering if it was more than just an accident. I was pretty concussed at the time, but now I see I got a snake in my boot."
You got more than just a snake, partner.
Alright, he starts to walk away.
I light up a cigarette as he walks away.
You see him arguing with Jack, gesticulating in the general direction of Jericho Darling. Jack shakes his head, like, "I'm sorry, bro." Vashon pulling on his hair. Walter, Grom, Stack, the conversation that they're having in heated, low argument is, why can't we just throw her off the edge? Just stick her in a portal. Come on, man, this is bullshit. You got some kind of god powers or something? Just snap your fingers, get rid of this one. Just pull another one out. Come on. Jack says, it's not how it works. This is the Jericho that fate has given us. We have to make it work.
I really like Jericho is targeted by 3 different people right now.
Those 3 colored dots.
just very funny.
You see Woodchop look at you, Jericho, and he says,
Yeah, I don't like you.
and he wanders off.
Oh no, that one hurt the most.
All right, you guys ready to hit your Pathfinder 2 equivalent long rest button and deal with this last portal?
Before we go on, I think we should have Bella use her fancy augury powers.
Always occurs the next day, but yes, she will
Okay.
carnival. The,
All right,
Can I snag that card, by the way? The
another card?
well, the other Jericho has the other card, so I don't have it anymore.
That's between you and the group that you've just alienated.
It's true. It's, you know what? That's a very good point. Honestly, completely fair. Yeah, I think Jericho definitely asked for it, but she doesn't have it in her hand, so she's the mercy of the group.
No, well, I guess the question is who picked it up. I don't know if anyone's picked it up so far, or is it just in the ether our stash?
Yeah, it's just sort of like floating there for the taking. All right, while they're figuring it out, Bella, you enter the carnival's realm. You find yourself in an ancient city of Aslanti design. Beautiful pillars hold up ancient, well, I guess they're not ancient, hold up stone buildings whose grandiose scale and beauty are stunning to behold. The weather is pleasant. There's a coastal wind blowing in, and it carries the scent of the sea and the marketplace. The smell of fish, fresh bread, and olives. Looking around, everyone seems to be wearing their bed sheets as clothing, sandals on their feet. There is festivity. There is joy in the air, but you also sense an undercurrent of malice, of doubt. You see a statue of a handsome man with stoic features and a prominent, sharp nose. You see some people wearing bedsheets, placing upon the statue's head a broken crown that looks like it is made out of bones and refuse. You see armored soldiers, men wearing skirts and mohawk helmets show up, and the people putting the crown on the statue flee, laughing and shouting, "We have no king." And then you see in the crowd, staring at the statue's crown, is an unbelievably handsome man. He has olive skin, short cropped brown hair, and just very strong manly features. He wears armor similar to the guards, but fancier, and a cloak that seems to be made of wolf hide. When you lock eyes with him, you know that in him you will find an ally for what must be done.
The yellow glow diminishes from her eyes, and she conveys that to the group and says, "All right, let's go."
Alrighty. In and out, easy.
Walter will lean down to Bellanora. How are you holding up?
Admittedly, this has all been a lot lately. The stakes of our adventures have really escalated. It's strange, Walter, sexy Walter, that someone so militant and rigid would even care. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. It's just another mission, unfortunately, that we were not able to succeed. Well, let me take that back. Mission succeeded. However, I see it's that you wanted to change the outcome of it. And with that,
I really tried, Walter.
I agree with you.
I really tried. I really wanted to save him. I looked death in the face and defied him to make it happen, and it wasn't enough.
At least you made the attempt. That much I'll commend you for.
Well,
Maybe,
thank
hopefully,
you.
hopefully we don't come across another sniper. Maybe I'll get the better of him next time.
Hopefully. Yeah, it seems like we almost had him. But can't dwell on it. I guess we got to just look forward. She stares into the portal ahead of them.
All right. As you guys head through the portal, let's see. There's a pleasant 68-degree temperature, coastal breeze that carries the scent of fish and olives, fresh baked bread. All right. Everybody is wearing a toga now.
Wonderful.
Like all us are wearing togas?
Yeah.
It's all floaty.
Even Stu is wearing a toga.
Like the toga over our stuff? Or...
Oh, yeah. You know, like a Warhammer 40k person, like they just wear like, it's just they have their armor, and then they're like, what if I threw a toga on top of this? That look kind of dope. Yeah.
All right, so
I feel like that's definitely for Walter. Like the toga is over his armor.
Okay. So people are hustling and bustling everywhere. It looks like this is primarily, if only, humans, from what you could tell. And they are all dashing about, busy with their lives. Okay, Jack says, oh, this one. Okay. Whew. Alright, this one should be pretty easy. It's another assassination job. But this time you are doing the assassinating, so you don't want to stop the assassinatings. There's a guy, he's getting a little too big for his britches. he has to get taken out, or he'll basically lead his timeline down a very utilitarian sort of ultra-fascist route that they're just not ready for. So anyways, there's a lot of people that want the guy dead, so you pretty much have your, it's going to be a cakewalk. Unless the reconcilers are here serving as his bodyguards, then that would probably complicate things a bit. So
I think at this point we should always assume that at least one of them will be on mission.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Well, are these just like normal humans walking around? We just killing a normal human guy?
Well, I mean, he's certainly no normal human guy. He's legends say that he's blessed by the gods.
All right. I mean, is that real, or is he a normal human guy? I mean, is he an actual?
Well, I mean, he's got the blood of heroes, so he's as tough as you guys are, give or take.
I was gonna say, because these buildings look like they're really easy to explode. Look at that construction; it's like perfectly set up for bombs.
Well, I mean, it's they have explosives. That's not like prevalent. I don't think. I have trouble keeping this stuff straight. This is like Florence or fucking Mitros. Hold on. And you see him pull out a notebook. Rome. That's where we're at. This is Rome. The target, Julius Caesar. Don't worry, they name a orange drink after him, so it doesn't sound like and a pizza place, so he doesn't get forgotten. Anyways, yeah, he's gonna be up in that palace, probably protected by a ton of guards. I wouldn't recommend like just going in and trying to kill him up front. This could be a good heist, assassination kind of situation. I don't know. You guys do whatever you got to do, but we can't leave until this guy is dead.
All right. I mean, so
and if you don't, and he looks at you, Grom, and he says, if you don't want to get your hands dirty, that's fine. You just gotta block for the guys that are gonna do it anyways.
What? Who is this guy?
The guys that want to do it?
Well, why do I kill him? He's getting too big for his britches.
Well,
the politicians want him dead.
I mean, currently this guy has conquered the majority of the known world, and he's gonna kind of lock everything down in this totalitarian society and set himself up as a god emperor.
So, question.
Yeah, yeah.
So this timeline's already gone awry? Like, so he's already supposed to be dead, or what?
No. We need to make sure that he dies. Yeah, the reconcilers are going to make sure that he doesn't die, because allowing him to take over this timeline would benefit the Void.
When's he supposed to die?
I don't want to give you too many spoilers, but there's this thing called Warhammer 40k, and it all starts here. So we got to make sure that we shut it down, because we don't want that to happen for real. You wouldn't think that something happening right now is going to affect something 40,000 years in the future, but I'm here to tell you that might be what happened. Maybe. This is considered one of the most important assassinations in the entire multiverse. So obviously, the reconcilers are going to try to screw it up. I mean, you guys excel at this, right?
Yeah, is this guy like a king?
Well, that's part of the problem, is he's technically not a king, but his friend called him a king at a party the other day, and he didn't deny it fast enough.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So now people are real upset.
This sounds like my kind of jam. Killing wannabe kings who really shouldn't be kings, but act like it anyway.
Yeah, just going to do a quick pause here. Obviously, on our server, we have no, religious or political, talks and things like that. So if you feel that there's some kind of overlap with what's happening, today, I want to remind you that we're just playing out something that happened in ancient Rome, and everything, that happens here is not in any way related to anything that's happening any other time or any other place. All right, let's
I
continue.
kill that guy.
I should have. I should have. I'm not prepared. I would have rolled a ticker tape at the bottom for a disclaimer.
Yeah, I'm fine with this. Let's just get it over with.
Great.
Okay.
I would suggest we do some reconnaissance.
All right,
Oh.
so I have this ancient map of Rome.
Oh.
Where's
All
the
right.
rock? Where's the Rome rock where they throw people off of? That's my favorite rock in Rome. I'll find it. I can't read Italian.
I think it's in Latin
I don't.
or
think so.
or German. I think this might be a German map. Yeah, it looks like it's in German.
I see some German words here.
Yeah, Die Stadtrum. Yeah. Listen, it was the only ancient Roman map I could find. I own an ancient Pompeii map that I got on a field trip as a child when I went to Pompeii, and it's super cool. But
Right. I think that it would be. The Germans would have the only ancient Rome.
yeah. So basically, you guys have to tackle this however you see fit. You have the city of Rome before you. He does need to die. I believe it's on the 15th of June, May, March.
March. That's March.
Yeah.
March. This is how
Yeah.
like a month. Jack, are we on that Earth place again?
He says, yeah, it is an Earth. So, let's see. What's
This is like
today's?
Cincinnati.
But I don't
Okay,
think they've gone.
so you got three-
To the
you got
Georgian calendar
You have
yet.
you have 3 days. You have 3 days.
Yeah. 3 days
Easy.
starting now, or 3 days from now?
Yeah, he needs to die in 3 days. He has to die on something called the Ides of March.
If he was to die beforehand, would that cause issues?
Yeah, we'd have to weekend to Bernie's-em until the 15th.
Alright, so we're just gonna hang out. We can go have some of that bread that looks delicious. We may go take a bath. We got 3 days. It's like a vacation.
Well, I mean, you could probably use the time to, plan out the assassination, right? I mean,
Oh, sure.
Also, isn't there someone else that wants to go assassinate him anyway? We just
a lot of
team up
people
with them.
do. Yeah. So, okay, that works then.
That's
you,
why
you tell me
I
what you want to do.
I suggest reconnaissance so we can learn more about who this group is.
That sounds good.
Also, he explains to you that March is the Galarian equivalent of Farast. It's the 3rd month of the calendar year.
Alright, so
All
let's
right.
go try to find these rebellious traitors.
All right, drop me some gather informations.
Us non-human characters cause any problems when we walk around?
Oh, of you being like small and green.
Yeah.
Yeah. So people do sort of give you some space, as you approach. But there is a woman that approaches your group, and she says, "Whose child is this? That is so sickly." None claim
Oh
this
no,
child.
that's mine. Yeah, he's just
Oh,
like that.
madam,
That's a poor
the
boy.
leprosy is heavy upon his flesh. Here, take these bandages and wrap him. They are soaked in healing herbs.
I sniff them. Are they really soaked in healing herbs?
It sounds like it. She says, I am a servant of Asclepius, the god of medicine. I'm sorry if I butchered that, but I'm trying my best. Asclepius, excuse me. Yeah, for the scalpel. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm a servant of Asclepius, and I see the suffering he has. Please, this will ease his wounds and hopefully halt the spread of his contamination.
I squint.
Also, here, take this soothing lotion for your daughter's ashy skin.
Oh, thanks. I'll give it to her.
Yes. And I see that you retain in your service a ferocious barbarian from the wilds, wearing a wolf mask to frighten your enemies. And
Yes.
lo, several beastmen from the wilds. You must be a powerful merchant.
Yes,
What
they're,
brings you to this fine city, the shining jewel of the empire, Rome? When she says Rome, there's like a wah kind of sound effect, and you know, like definitely carries some weight.
We're just merchants, like you said. I got these my bodyguards and my 2 kids and these other guys, other bodyguards over here.
You have such a strange and unusual entourage, and you wear your wealth so well. If you're seeking the marketplace, it is this way. And she kind of motions in the general direction of the marketplace.
Great, yeah, thanks. Before we head over to sell our wares, this Julius Caesar, what do you think about him, random civilian?
Oh, all praise be to Caesar, our great emperor.
Oh, okay, alright, well that's
Blessed by the gods with wisdom and strength.
which gods? I feel like it kinda matters.
Alright, Bella, Grom, you guys are glad handing Jericho. You're getting some information. Alright. All 3 of you may ask any one question you want about your investigation.
I would like to know who is in charge of this rebellion against Caesar.
Oh, okay. You want
Or
to just
member.
cut. You want to just cut the shit. You just want to know other
Oh,
people that are planning a
yeah.
rebellion. Okay.
Yeah, we can use my allies.
All right. So with this initial check, you do hear that there is some political unrest. Caesar has been doing great things, but he also affiliates with some morally questionable people and has done some morally questionable things. Also, people in the past have abused the status of emperor, of the ruler of the Roman Empire, and it's been real bad, like real bad. Like some real terrible people have taken over the empire in the past. Julius Caesar was supposed to be the chosen one. He was supposed to be the one that would lead the Roman Empire into an age of enlightenment. There was going to be like, you know, the Senate that they set up, and the people were going to have a say in everything that was going on, and he was going to lead, but he was also going to lead and be tempered by a checks and balance system that would keep him from, you know, just going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Issuing a lot of emperor orders, you know, that kind of thing, to like, you know, do whatever the fuck he wanted. But lately he has been issuing a lot of these empirical orders and doing whatever the fuck he wants without consulting the Senate. And at a recent party, one of his best friends, who's an incredibly wealthy merchant, called him King Caesar, the, you know, Lord Caesar, the God King of Rome. And Caesar laughed out loud. He didn't deny it until the next day. And a lot of people feel that it wasn't a very authentic public apology. It felt a little scripted. So there are a lot of people actually that that want to see him brought down. So it is actually very hard to find out that there is a movement here. Many of the senators, people supporting the Senate, people that generally don't like Rome, like even though they live in Rome, they all kind of want to see him brought down a peg. As far as getting an actual name drop, One success is not enough, but ... Grom and Bella can chain off of your success. Grom, do you have a question you'd like to ask about this investigation?
I'll go ahead and chain off for success.
Okay.
There.
All right. So, kind of pushing further, you guys sort of convince them that, yeah, you also feel this way. There should not be a king in Rome. You should not repeat the dark deeds of the past, etc., etc. You find out a name. That name is Brutus. However, Brutus does refer to two different people. There's Decimus Junius Brutus Albinus, and then there's Marcus Junius Brutus. But both of them are friends, ? Of Caesar, and extremely high-ranking military / government people. Bella. Oh, sorry.
And they want to take out Caesar.
You have heard that they have misgivings about Caesar, and have kept their commentary on Caesar in reserve.
All right.
Bella.
I guess, can I chain off of that further to then narrow it down to which one would be more prudent to approach?
Yeah, with your 3 successes representing many, many hours of asking around, it turns out that the 2 Brutuses are both conspiring together against Caesar. And you could find them this very afternoon at the bathhouse.
Okay. And we go
to the bathhouse.
Couple of things. Crash. Would you kind of consider there being a bounty board or wanted poster for the most part?
Yeah, I mean, he could be your bounty. That's fine.
Okay. So I'm gonna mark him as my hunt prey. Julius Caesar as my hunt prey.
Of course.
Yeah.
Things I love to hear at the tabletop.
Yeah, I know, right? So that's recall knowledge for his monster hunter on him.
I mean, the dude's done a lot of stuff. I don't know if he's a monster. Nice, it's pretty bad. Let's see.
Because then that also will chain off of because of the bounty hunter dedication. Prey, gather information check at +2.
All right, I'll take you guys over to the bathhouse. All right, let's see. Oh. Okay, go here. Go here. Here. Oh no. Okay. I thought these imported correctly, but maybe not. Let's see. Damn. Let me try again. Alright. Select. Ah, okay, I think it's working now. Yeah, so like wildcard hasn't been working, and then it's finally working again, and it's I don't know. I feel bad, like, being so desperate for things to work. But I'm glad that they're all working again. So I just need to make sure that they're all set up properly here. Hold on. All right, cool. Because they imported broked. And hey, nice. Okay, I'll bring you over to the map. Where did it go? Kill me, Smalls. Let's see. Ah, here we go. Alright, you guys arrive at the bathhouse. The woman at the desk says, greetings. Welcome to the city bath. Oh, there are a great many of you. Will you all be attending? Or will your servants be waiting outside?
Oh,
Stu, I don't think you need a bath.
Alright, Stu says, I will wait outside.
Thank you, Stu.
let me make some room real quick.
Alright, so we think these people are in here? Is that what that we've tracked down?
Yeah, you have determined that the individuals you are trying to find are somewhere around here.
Great. Alright. Let's go find them.
May we proceed?
Oh, well, so it's essentially the main 5 are going in and the rest of the team is going to wait outside. Is that correct?
They can come in if they want to. I mean, it's just a bathhouse.
Okay.
You know, just in case we end a fight, you know, they got their B team badges on this.
So
All right.
is this
So
the, is this
so
the
this is
men's
the
side,
this is the men's side. This is the ladies' side. But it's a communal bath. But this is to kind of change, aka get naked. Seeing that you're from out of town, she explains that it's a co-ed situation, but you know, it's full nudity. And that they do have private rooms, but the private rooms are currently being used by very important customers for very important reasons. But you're welcome to use the common bathing area. Alright, Stack, as you go in, you just see people. They're just naked. They're soaking, steam's rising up. They're bathing, they're chattering, they're talking.
This look like the VIP room that they were talking about.
Oh, it definitely looks like the VIP room over there. Yeah.
Oh,
Ma'am, these individuals who have rented the private, how long have they rented them for?
She says, well, the one gentleman, he has had it for the last 30 minutes and intends to have it for the next 2 hours. The other room, they should be finishing up soon, if you would like to wait. They will only be in there about 30 more minutes.
I see.
don't worry, boss. I got this one. Is the VIP room locked? Like, can I like tap on like the door handle and it's like I can tell if it's like locked or not?
Yeah, it does not seem to be locked.
All right then. It's like, did someone order entertainment?
All right, as you open the room, you
Never
see,
changed that.
you just see sort of a waiting room, and then you see 2 doors.
Let's try this one.
Gonna try that again?
Yeah. It's practice time. Someone order entertainment today?
All right, so as you open the door, you see that there are 2 men in there. They're naked, but I don't have naked art for them, so you have to use your imagination.
Mm-hmm.
If you Google naked men, you'll get some examples of what that would look like.
Roman naked men.
So you see 2 men. They are not like engaging in any thing, but there are some hot coals filling the room with steam. They're doing like the 2 dudes sitting on a bench at the sauna, soaking their dogs in the sulfurous water. As you open the door, you hear the one guy say, "Well, then it's settled. He dies on the 15th."
Oh.
But when you open the door, the younger guy says, "Eh?" And he stands up at attention, and he says, "What are you doing in here?"
Well, I was told there was some...
What did you hear?
Oh, I didn't hear a thing. Promise. And he puts his hands up. But I thought
Why are you dressed like a cat?
Oh, pagan thing.
Oh man, when you say that, this guy over here says, "He's from the Northern Islands, no doubt. But his trade tongue is strong. Take off your mask, that we might speak to you face to face, stranger." How many do you have with you?
My compatriots are all back here. Sorry, my bad. Let me introduce them. But
all right, this
yeah,
guy
the mask.
These guys shouts, "Guards! Guards!"
Hold on. No, there's no need for that. Hi.
Okay, this guy says, "What is a child doing in here?"
Not a child, thanks.
Just short.
Immortal elemental spirit, but it's easy
no,
to misunderstand.
She's just short.
All right, you guys are gonna have to bring this in line. I need either a deception or a diplomacy to calm this shit down. It is pretty bad up in here. So I am looking for at least a 32 to successfully calm this shit down, or they will call for the guards. Ooh.
Oh dear, I'm gonna re-roll.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh. Yikes.
Amazing.
Woof. All right, Bella, what do you say that would make these 2 naked generals who were plotting the death of their friend and leader of the entire world, what would you say that would make them not be upset that a man in a fursuit and 3 people have wandered in on them at the baths in a private room? What do you got?
All right, so she's gonna say to them, "I am a spirit of the gods, here to deliver a message to you that you are on the right path, and that that your goal for the 15th is the correct course, and you will have the backing of the gods in your pursuit."
Pagan thing.
All right, your successful diplomacy is enough that they listen to what you say, but what you say is sort of a lie, so I need you to give me a deception. Also DC 32.
That's definitely not gonna be a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then Decimus says, "You say you're sent by the gods, and your strange appearance and the high quality of this fursuit do lend credibility to your claims, but I need proof. If you are from the gods, prove it."
Oh,
You guys feel like you have one shot to do something that these people would think only people sent by the gods could do.
Oh, I use Mirage, and I turn this into an oasis.
Oh, nice. You
Excellent.
transport everybody to like another realm kind of thing, like a perfect paradise garden kind of thing.
Yeah, we won't
Oh,
be
wow.
bothered here.
Oh wow. Okay, so when you do that, they both look around like they can't believe it, and then Marcus, he says, "Truly, the gods are great," and he turns to Decimus. "So is our purpose!" And the two of them clasp hands and they squeal with delight. And that's where we'll end for the week.
They're just like so much little schoolgirls. They're squeaking. Oh,
Well, imagine you're planning the biggest
yay!
assassination in history, and then some fucking angels show up, and they tell you that you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, don't feel guilty about it. Never feel guilty about murder.
Just don't feel
Right.
anything.
Just don't feel
Take
anything.
Take you guys back to the
Join Team Void.
several
nothing.
people said that the assassination of Julius Caesar was one of the major canon events that has ever happened. So that is why we are here.
Can't paste images into the chat. Oh.
I know, it's terrible. All right.
Like that.
We will continue this next week, assuming you can successfully assassinate Julius Caesar on the 15th of March. You will access the Harrow Court, which will take you out of Book 1 and actually into Book 2, because some of the stuff from Book 2 got moved to Book 1, so you're going to immediately be like in the middle of Book 2 when you kind of move over. Would also be a level up, so have your level up ready, depending on how fast you're able to assassinate Julius Caesar next week. Yeah, that's where we're at. Moving into the next book, there will be other gates with similar like canon events that have to be dealt with. There will be a new subsystem introduced, which is the Harrow Court, which has downtime stuff that involves your cards and manifesting the cards, using them to rebuild the Harrow Court. And then there will be things that you could do in the Harrow Court with downtime that could kind of give you a bit more agency, I guess, over like how you go about collecting the rest of the cards and putting the deck back together, or destroying the deck, whatever you guys collectively decide to do. So yeah. Other announcements. My first session of Burnt Offerings into Seven Dooms for Sandpoint is tomorrow. It will not be streamed, but it will be recorded from the GM view, and then that'll be up on Patreon for anybody that's interested in watching it. I did post an ad for a game that could start in September if I get enough interested people for it. It is on a Wednesday, which seems to be a pretty bad day of the week for people on our server who are already in other games and committed to other things. But it is going to be a Daggerheart game that takes place in Alkenstar, and it's going to be crime drama. Basically, if you felt like when you played Alkenstar there was not enough Grand Theft Auto shenanigans, this sort of hopes to redeem that a little bit. And it's narrative-based play with a focus on crime drama. And then information on that is on the server. Thursday we got Skyhaven. Friday we're going to do a vodcast. Sunday we've got Kingmaker. Anybody else have any other announcements before we adjourn?
We have Carrying Crown Wednesday, as well as my Feast of Ravenmore game on Saturday. And then starting in August, I'll be starting another new game on Sunday nights. That is Daggerheart. I'll be running Outlaws of Alkenstar.
What? Are you serious?
Converted to Daggerheart.
Wow. Now I feel terrible. I didn't know you were actually doing that.
Oh yeah, I told you I was.
I thought you were talking about it. I didn't know you were doing it.
Oh, all my players voted today that they wanted to play Daggerheart instead of Pathfinder, so I went, okay.
Son of a bitch. Alright. Wow.
So yeah, I'm going to try to get Vincent to stream it. I have a streamer. I just need to assist him in setting up all those streamer elements. Stuff like that.
Is this your friends and family group?
It is,
Or
yeah.
okay. Are you guys done with Odyssey?
No, that's my Friday game.
Oh my god. All right. Gotcha. All right. Anybody else have any announcements?
Sunday evenings, more Zug Zug with orcs.
Hell yeah.
Okay. All right. Then I guess that's it. Continue this next week.
Alrighty, thanks for running.
Thanks for running. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Catch you next time.
Yeah.